join the pledge of allegiance, please? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jason's supposed to be here tonight, but I see he isn't. Roll call, please.
Davis,
Here.
Parker, absent, Schneider,
Here.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Here.
Sukasar, here, SukasW.
Here.
Well, Jason didn't call in or anything, so I won't ask for a motion to choose absent. Non-agenda items for the sideline. I believe, James, you have something you wanted to discuss?
I want to make some comments on
Okay,
all
you
the stuff that's in the news.
You got 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
Right.
okay. Well, I just want to comment on the reserve police situation. I just put it real simply, Memphis does not need 15 policemen. And anytime that anywhere that anybody thinks that, the crime in Memphis, what? The drugstore's been robbed twice in the last 5 years. That's the only crime I know in Memphis. Outside of maybe somebody going 5 miles over the speed limit. Now, I've got a store. I said when I got the okay on the store to start with, you know, I am Jim Gavin, and everybody knows here, I think, I don't know if everybody knows, I own the wine store. But anyway, when I did it, I said, it was a different mayor then, Dan was here yet, and I made the statement that if the police force goes back to super cop like it used to be, when everybody was coming to Weber Road and going 10 miles out of the way around Memphis on gravel roads, rough gravel roads, to avoid driving through Memphis, and you had about 4 stores that are operating in the whole town. It is starting to rebuild. It's taken years to come away from the reputation that Memphis had. I still know people that that still won't drive through. They'll come up and they'll go around Memphis. And up while the reserves were here, up until the council stopped them because of liability reasons, which I think that's a part too. I didn't walk out of my store anytime in the late afternoon from 4 to 7:30, 8 o'clock, when I didn't look one way or the other and the red lights were flashing. I was a couple places in Richmond, and the people said to me, oh boy, Memphis getting right back, same thing, I can't drive through town, I'm not going to drive through there anymore, that's all I see is red police lights. This is the kind of stuff that goes around. It took years to get back where we didn't have this situation, and it only takes a couple weeks to get it back again. It goes backwards real quick, where it takes a long time to work your way out of it. And there's a couple people in Memphis that can't be here tonight that said that business people in Memphis said that, you know, that it's not just me. We need people in town. We don't need red lights flashing all the time.
I agree.
And that's pretty simple, and I beg the council to not allow, we've got the little town, what's been in the newspapers the past 2 weeks should just say a little bit about what I'm saying. Got a little town of Oakley somewhere over here, it's got 300 people, I got 150 cops. We don't need 15 cops in Memphis. There's no reason for it. And the people are these people, and supposedly untrained, and I don't know whether it's the training or whatever it is, but gung-ho kids just playing super cop. And I've got too much invested now. If I didn't have the invested now, if there's 15 cops in Memphis, I'd move my store right out of town, believe me. I just want the council to know that.
Well,
That's how I feel.
We've already stipulated that there's not even gonna be nowhere near that anymore.
Well,
That was out of hand, and I think we realize
we
that
have,
now.
Hey, well, in Memphis days, homecoming, them kind of things, if we got 3 or 4 extra police at that's fine. I have no problem with that.
We've
But now
downsized.
riding around town just stopping cars and flashing lights all over town, where everybody drives through town sees cop lights, we just don't need that.
Right.
Well, thank you for your input, Mr. Gavin. And,
Thank you.
It is being reviewed now, and if we do continue it, which I don't know if it's 100% decided if we'll even continue it, but if we do, there definitely won't be 15.
Yeah, it's gonna be way downsized from
Yeah, so-
anything we've had as of yet.
Yeah, so that, the decision will be that made, shortly, I think, on that, whether we even continue it or
Well, I
not. So,
just wanted my feeling known on that. And
Okay.
Oh,
Memphis is starting to pick back up a little bit, whether I think everybody here knows it.
Appreciate
And we
your
don't
input.
need another kick in the butt.
Yeah.
I just don't need it,
Yeah.
that's all.
Okay, well, thank you for your comments.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks for your time.
Comments from the city administration, Don?
No, I have none. Our office is done, I should say that.
Oh,
Drywall's
it is, yeah,
done,
back
painted,
to
yeah.
normal, okay. Chief?
Yes, could be some potential changes here. It's going to be getting reviewed here that I've been working on for the last several weeks. And just a quick response, traffic stops that we make. Typically, in a general sense, violators have to be doing 10 miles an hour over the speed limit for the traffic stops to occur. There really are no violations for basic equipment violations and stuff like that. These are the speeders that are dangerous to the roads. And we show very strong discretion when we make our investigations. And thus far, the majority of the citizens that I made contact with and the business owners have appreciated the work that the officers from my department have done.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I have a request. As you all know, we relocated our burn pile.
Yes.
I can't get back to that location due to the mud,
Yep.
and I'd sure like to get these streets picked up, and they haven't totally cleaned up down at our old site yet,
Mhm.
and I'd like to at least for maybe a week or two, or until that dries out to the south end of town,
Yeah.
utilize that.
You just want to clean it, just to clean up once and then get it down there?
Yeah, however many times it takes,
Then what
that quite a
would
lot
you
of
do,
stuff.
transfer it down back or burn it?
Then I would just go back
Just
to,
bring,
once it dry, I got stuck out there the other day trying to get back to it.
maybe we're going to eventually have to kind of put a reinforced road in there or something back in there.
Well, you have quite a gully when you
Do you?
first enter,
Okay.
and that's for their drainage.
Yeah. Well, I never went back that way, I've been back the
Right.
other way, but
Yeah.
never back through there, yeah. Okay,
So I'm
what's the?
requesting to, for the next 2 weeks at least,
Mhm.
and that's weather, depending on the weather out south of town.
Would you then transfer it to there or burn it down here?
Well, I would, no, I would burn.
Down there?
As soon as we start putting it there, I can, because it's open burning,
Yeah.
I'll immediately ignite it.
Okay.
Wouldn't it help to help burn up some of the stuff that's still there?
Yes, there is some brush yet there, and like I say, that what's left there is supposed to get pushed, or whatever we decide we do with it, but right now, in my mind, we're just gonna push it. And there's only been like 3, I think the dozer made 3 or 4 passes and threw a sprocket. And I reminded Dave Foster said he'll bring it back in and,
And
level it.
blow or,
yeah,
level it up.
right. But I gotta get these streets cleaned and,
Yeah. I know you're working on that park down there a lot, you got any problems with that? or-
No, I mean, it's, all the work that needs to be done down there is gonna be either by BART or
Oh, okay.
through BART's contacts, one or the other, so.
So, any other comments on, for the city council? Not, I'll entertain a motion to extend for a couple weeks.
I'll make that motion
Support.
for 2 weeks, or for as long as it takes.
as long as
I'll make the
necessary,
motion.
but I
Right.
anticipate 2 weeks.
Is there support?
Parker, absent Schneider.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Lukasar. Yes. LukasW.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Dave?
And then I got
Oh,
one
I'm
other
sorry.
item, yeah.
Okay.
I budgeted $8,000 for some fencing
Yes.
at our lagoon site. And we have some erosion situations out there too, so I can only go so far with this fence.
Mhm.
And I'd like to update the gate, a little larger gate in there. The fence is currently only 4 feet, I want to take it to 6 feet. And I'm looking at 120 feet to the south of the gate, and only 40 feet to the north side. And
With a gate, a double gate?
that will have a double gate, this
Yeah.
one, it's gonna be a total 20 feet. 'Cause there's gonna be a time when we're going to need to get gravel trains back there.
Mhm.
Be single, when we did the clean back in the 90s,
So that
they
would
were
go-
shorter, but.
Can you do that with the $8,000 we budgeted?
I actually got 2 quotes here, and this is commercial grade fencing. They have 200 feet down, but it's not 200 feet, it's 160, I did call them. And, but they sent me new ones, but they still have the 200 feet mark. But the understanding is 160 feet of fencing. But I have Tom's Fence on St. Clair Shores, a figure of $6,900. And Nationwide, $6,300. And I have some damage at I got a section of fence, a tree come down. And Nationwide was willing to repair that for free.
Okay, and that does include your gate and 2 10-foot sections or whatever?
Yes.
you had? Okay.
Yeah.
We've had several complaints to the police department about trespassers on that property.
It's always been an issue. Yeah.
Why?
And the fence has been brought up,
I don't know why.
but we haven't done anything, and we have the opportunity this year. I did budget, like say
Yeah, we
8,000,
did-
I got 6.
Yeah, we did budget.
As far as I can go, I don't want to take the fence down too far to where we have to get in there, which I'm assuming we're going to do, any type of seawall or some type of erosion control.
Yeah.
I don't have to tear a brand new fence off,
No, you don't want to do that.
so.
Okay, is there any comments from council? If not, I'll entertain a motion. I think-
Nationwide was the cheaper one? Nationwide. was-
Nationwide.
Nationwide is 6,300.
They've done all of our fencing, it's been always,
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to make a contract with Nationwide for $6,300.
Or,
Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
yes,
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
yes,
Parker absent.
Adoption or amendment of, oh, go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
Sorry. Just a reminder, senior meetings are every second Wednesday of the month at the youth center from 4 to whenever, to come in and play cards, games, socialize, and have a luncheon. May 24th, I've scheduled a Tigers game. It'll be $46 per person. That'll include the transportation, admission, hot dog, chips, and pop. I have a casino trip planned to the Firekeepers on May 27th, and it's in Battle Creek, and that's $25 per person. I need to get at least 20 people to have the bus pick them up at the youth center. And I also have in the works the bands down at the river. I'm calling that Talent by the River, and it'll be the first and third Wednesday of each month, starting in June, starting June 3rd, and go all the way through September 16th. And that'll run from 7 to 9, and it'll be free to the public to come down and sit and listen to some bands and other entertainment that I have lined up. I've only got a few right now, but they're calling me every day, so I should have it filled up, the calendar for all those dates.
You say Wednesdays?
Wednesdays, yes. Yeah, I picked Wednesday because I have a youth center for Wednesdays also, so if we need a rain place, we can go there. So we're doing it that way. And that's all I have tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, adoption or amendment of the agenda. I believe we have 2 amendments.
I'd like to amend the agenda under new business number 8, the police department regarding the increase in the hourly rate of crossing guards. And new business number 9, with the request of full-time police officer. That's it.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider.
Yes.
Okay, the approval of the regular meeting minutes of April 7th. I think there was one change we made, and I think you all have that, so I entertain a motion to approve the regular meeting of April 7th.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider.
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Okay, there's no communications, no unfinished business and new business. Number one is the American Legion. Is there no one here from the American Legion, I guess, tonight? No, okay. American Legion, the City of Memphis, Post 566 is requesting permission to conduct the Memorial Day Parade on May 25th, 2015. The parade will start at 10 a.m. and go from Union and Potter Street to the Memphis Cemetery. The parade route will be north on Union, west on M19, then south to the Memphis Cemetery, where there will be a brief ceremony. At the conclusion of the parade, there will be free hot dogs and drinks at the American Legion Hall on Boardman. So is there a motion to approve the
I'll
Memorial
make a
Day?
motion to approve for the Memorial Day Parade for the Legion.
Support.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider.
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes. Do you have to get permission to close the M19?
Yes, permit for the state of Michigan.
Okay, you can do that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the police department quote on new tires. I guess you, are either committee or you can handle that?
Okay. Our 2013 Dodge Charger, which has close to 33,000 miles on it, has been due for new tires for some time. Tread depth on one tire is down to 4 millimeters, 3 millimeters on the other. We were able to utilize the spare tires, which are full-size tires, to replace two of the rear tires. So it's just relieve 2 front tires that need replacing. I got quotes through Dick Hubar's Discount Tire, Belt Tire, with Discount Tire being the cheapest of the 3.
Okay, any comments from council? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion we allow the chief to acquire the front tires for the Charger from Discount Tire for $414. Support.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider.
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Okay, let's see, the next agenda is Park and Recs, using $690 smart credit for the Tiger game. I think that's in our budget, we have that available, don't we,
Yes, we
Dave?
do.
So I'll need,
And Cedar Point, right?
I'm not doing Cedar Point this
Oh.
year.
Okay.
this is the Tiger game, so.
Credit
Okay.
card.
So he has the money available in the smart credit. So entertain a motion to approve that expenditure.
Make a motion we allow David to use $690 of the smart credit money for the Tiger game coming up in May. Support.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider.
Yes.
Stoops?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Okay, the next is the planning commission. The planning commission recently has had some problems with having forums. And Richard Gallagher is on there, and his schedule now is such that he can't attend the meetings. So we have resignation of Richard Gallagher as of April 14, 2015. I talked to Steve Weaver. Steve Weaver was on the planning commission for many years, and he's accepted the position beginning April 21st, 2015. His term expires in July 2015, but at which time we probably have to reappoint him. So I'll have a motion then to accept the resignation of Richard Gallagher.
So moved.
Support.
Parker, absent Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes,
Okay, now I'll have a motion to approve Steve Weaver for the vacant position.
Make the motion to appoint Steve Weaver to Planning Commission.
Support.
Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
yes,
Davis,
yes,
Parker, absent.
Another one from the American Legion, annual Poppy Day sale. Our annual Poppy Day sales will be taking place Friday and Saturday, May 15th to the 16th. We'd like permission to sell them at the corner of M19 and Boardman on those days. All personnel involved will sell the sale of the poppy will be members of the local post and known to avoid interfering with normal flow of traffic. I don't have a time on here, and I don't remember what time they usually do it. I assume it's from 8 to 4, but, and no one's here from them tonight. We may have to check with the time, but I think we should go ahead and approve it.
I'll make a motion to allow the Legion to sell poppies on the four corners from 8 in the morning till 4 p.m. on the dates 15th and 16th.
four,
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
yes,
Parker, absent Schneider.
Yes.
And another one from American Legion. The American Legion Post 566 in the local chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, DAR, would like permission to set up a military display at the park located at Potter and Main Street next to the library. The display will consist of a tent approximately 10 by 10, and assorted personal items. The DAR is celebrating Vietnam War veterans this year, and along with the members of the Post 566 would like it to be do a then and now type of display showing soldiers, military, and personal gear and sleeping area. The date for the display is Saturday, August the 8th from 10 to 3 p.m. with an hour prior to and after setup and tear down. We were asking for the location because of the other events going on in this vicinity as part of the Memphis Festival. I think the library's open that day, isn't it? Is Saturday? They're
Yes.
always open Saturday, aren't they?
Yes.
So I'm not so sure whether they should be there or in our, our parking area next to the Millennium Park. The other thing is, if it's one that they put stakes in, when they put up a tent, then you're gonna have holes in the blacktop. Now, we've had tents up there before, but we've
Well, it
always,
says it's at the park.
pardon?
It's at the park.
No, well, I assume the tent will be on the.
It went in the,
Aren't they on
And the
the
black-
I think they want it in the driveway.
I think they want
or
it
the
there.
parking lot.
And I think we've had them, I think the chamber put up tents one year, years ago, but when they pulled the stakes out, we had them fill it in, so.
Well,
because
10 by 10 might just be an easy up.
It could be, I'm just not sure. I think it's a good idea, I think we should approve it, but I think we need to contact them.
Ted.
Yeah, so,
Have it appropriately sealed.
yeah, have it sealed afterwards, because
Yeah.
if you put a hole in there, water gets in there, and it freezes in the winter, it'll break it down, so. And that's what I feel the chamber did it quite a few years ago.
They did, and they done a nice job
And
sealing.
they did, yeah, so. So I think, see, we have a phone number here. Well, Ted, see,
Ted, we
Ted's
can-
at the,
Ted
he's always
and
at
phone
our,
number.
he's at our Lions meeting anyway.
Yeah.
I think we should ask him and request to do that. And with that in mind, I think then we should approve that. So I'll entertain a motion for that.
I'll make the motion to allow them to put the tent up and do their displays during our Memphis days.
Support.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is the fire department Motorola pager batteries. Justin called me on this, and I believe he talked to you.
Yes, he
You
did.
didn't? And they have to be replaced, and this would come out of their line item on their dispatch, and they do have a budget for it. And the replacing 10 of them, and the total amount is $1,048.
He said ordinarily it would go out for bid, but he needed Motorola batteries to go into the Motorola.
Yes, it has to be Motorola batteries,
So
because
that's
that's
why
what's
he
gonna.
didn't.
Yeah. Right.
So I can make a motion to approve the
That's-
Motorola bill for $1,048.
Support?
Lukasar,
Yes.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes. Next request is the increasing our hourly pay of the crossing guards. I know years ago, they wanted to increase that, and at that time, the school objected, and so we didn't do it. But I think the police chief did get permission, that's correct?
Yes, from Superintendent Nancy Thomas.
Okay, to increase it, and this is for the fiscal year 2015 and 16, that's correct?
Well, it'd be effective immediately.
Oh, she agreed to perfect?
Yes, and at the same time, we'd be reducing the numbers of crossing guards from 4 to 3.
Oh.
Great savings.
Okay,
The crossing guard at Boardman and Henderson isn't necessarily needed anymore because the housing project on Henderson is no longer has children at that location. A great deal of them are crossing at Henderson to go to that.
so what locations would it be at now?
We agreed on, in front of the school, the admin building, Boardman and Bell River, crossing both directions, and the main street in Boardman, which would the slowest but the most dangerous.
Okay, so they're on those three, yeah, so the one is, you're eliminating the one at Henderson because there's no wood crossing there.
Correct, and we've been short the entire year.
Yeah.
We're having a difficult time locating crossing guards.
Well, it's kind of been an issue for some time of getting enough crossing guards, so, okay, so actually it's effective immediately then?
Yes.
But we only got, what, 5-6 weeks left of
Yes.
school? Yeah. So is there any comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion. to approve them.
I'll make that motion. Support.
Lucas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lukasar.
Yes.
Great job, Chief, getting the school to go along with that.
Well, thanks. Tried to get it up to 20, but the school board wouldn't go for it. They came close.
We wouldn't. So, okay. Next issue is a full-time police officer. I'll give you a little background on that. The chief gave to me, I think, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, maybe longer, with a proposal of a full-time police officer under various assumptions. And so I did a spreadsheet based on those assumptions. And the one, it was to eliminate the secretary, and part-time currently is 64 hours a week. And if you had a full-time police officer, that would be reduced to 24 hours a week. The full-time police officer would receive $3,000 a year in lieu of full insurance coverage. And that has been our, we've had that in place for many years. I think at one time it was $2,500 years ago, but it was raised to $3,000, and I can't remember when. That was some time ago too. So based on those assumptions and the spreadsheet that I made, the savings would be approximately $6,000 a year. So based on that, then And also, I did make a memo, because I think the police committee, they had a meeting last week, I believe.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, and I made where am I? Right here. And I asked them to, to look at that again, because we've had a secretary for, I don't know, ever since I've been on council, and I think prior to that. And I know the things she does, and I know she answers phone, does correspondence and mail and a lot of duties like that. And I just wanted to make sure that they could cover and still do all of that, and by eliminating her position, because we can't do both. We can't have a full-time secretary and a full-time police officer, because our budget won't do it. We, a few years ago, we've always had a full-time police officer in addition to the chief for years and years. But a few years ago, because of the budget constraints, we eliminated that. And matter of fact, we had quite a problem eliminating it, because we ended up with arbitration with the union. And we did win the arbitration. So I think based on this scenario, I think we could go ahead with it, but I would think that as long as we didn't increase the hours worked, and as long as we did it based on those assumptions. Down the road, if it came up that the things changed and so on, then I think council should look at it again, and if we had to go back, we'd go back. But if it works out, well, that'd be fine. I think the intention of the full-time police officer, if I'm correct, would they be working the afternoon shift? Is that correct?
That's correct, and to share admin responsibilities as far as miscellaneous office duties.
Okay. So, and I think the police committee's in line with this. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, is any comments from the chief or from anybody?
Well, we kind of reviewed everything, and we know that all of our departments are gonna be asked to make budget cuts starting with our budget meetings next month, so
Right.
this is kind of just getting a little head start on that. And I think it's gonna be beneficial in the long run.
Eric, any comments or anybody else?
No.
Okay, all right, if there's no other comments then, the only thing I would say though, if things don't work out this way, then I think it should be revisited, but if it works, that's fine. But if we see any issues that are coming up that we didn't foresee at this date, then we should actually look at it again, and if we have to, we go back, but if it works out, that's fine.
I
So,
agree.
okay, all right, then I'll entertain a motion to approve it.
I'll make that motion.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker, absent, Schneider,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Lucas R,
Yes.
Lucas W.
Yes.
And it's my understanding it's Brian Deal.
That is correct.
Okay,
Seasoned officer, 20 years in another city.
okay. He's been a part-time police officer with us for some time too, right?
Approximately a year.
Yeah, you're, okay. Okay, all right, from there, we requested Foster to clean up over here, because we've got an election come up May 5th, and he's in the process. I think he's got a lot of it cleaned up now. We asked him, also requested that his employees don't park there because of the election. So the parking lot should be free at that time. And the other thing I have, and this is wine tasting. This is, I guess it's at your winery, right? It's over there? Yeah, okay. It's Women's Life Chapter 855, presenting a wine tasting. Must be at least 20 years old to attend. Saturday, May
21.
9th. Pardon?
21.
What did I say?
20.
You said 20.
I'm sorry, 21 years? Should know better.
I'll have the police on me for something else if you do that.
Yeah, they're right here. They're right here. Sorry about that. It's on Saturday, May 9th, 6:30 to 8:30, and tickets are $20 each. And enjoy light appetizers, Sage Creek Winery at 80890 Main Street in Memphis, Michigan. And the Women's Life Insurance Society will match the first $500 raised. So,
What time is that?
Saturday, May 9th, from 6:30 to 8:30. Okay, that's all I have.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
I did have one more announcement,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't mind me interrupting.
no,
We're gonna be flushing hydrants on, I think it's the 27th,
okay,
the 28th, and possibly the 29th, from 7 to 11,
okay.
okay?
Okay.
I'd just like to put that out there.
That's PM.
That would be PM, yeah. Yeah, I don't flush in the
Usually
daytime.
that's announced in the voice too, isn't it? Okay, is it?
I
Robert?
don't have anything, thanks.
Eric?
Just one quick thing, I just want to let everybody know that April 30th, Thursday, the library is holding a progressive art tour. It starts at 6 p.m. at the library. Please call the library to register. And we're going to go around to all the different art exhibits and have some discussions, and we're going to end up back at the Lions Hall for probably some croissants or something like that. So our painting over there is a cafe in Paris.
And what day is that?
It's Thursday, April 30th.
Okay, the end of the month.
We'll plan it.
What time does that
Fred?
start?
6 o'clock.
Fred?
This Friday and Saturday, the Lions will be out on the four corners with their selling the white canes, so any support we can receive is greatly appreciated.
What are those hours?
8 o'clock.
8 to 4 on Friday and 8 to noon on Saturday the 25th, we'll be out selling the white canes.
Scott?
Nope, nothing.
Bill? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.